Welcome back to my video. This week on Ready to Love, Tommy is meeting with the ladies because they're in control this week for elimination. And he's telling them that he wants to make sure that they have quality connections with the men that are on the show right now. And he wants them to test that connection and see if there's really a flame or not. So the people that are going to be on blind dates this week are going to be Dakia and Clifton. They're going to meet the blind date, the two new singles this week. So that's going to be interesting. So we meet the first single. His name is Eric. He's a chef, and he said that, well, he actually said that he's a celebrity chef. And Dakia meets with him, and he was just saying that pretty much that he would be on a date and he may have to just leave and say, I gotta go. So now he's trying to settle down and slow down and actually find love. He said that his parents are a great example of love and they've been together for years and years since he was a kid. So that's good. He also said that he was a preacher's kid and that I feel like he says his dad was in the military, so he graduated high school in Germany, and he said he got married young at the age of 18. So that didn't work out, of course, because now he's single again. But the kid said if she thought he was very attractive, so we'll see what happens there. So Clifton is meeting with the next single. Her name is AP. She's a holistic life coach, and she says she's vegan, so they met at a vegan restaurant for the first date. Clifton found her attractive, and he was asking her what she did. She also said that she is a Zumba instructor and cardio kickboxing and all of that. So they had a good first date, and she was telling him that she likes to travel, but she has little ones. She has a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old, and he says he has a 17-year-old and a 3-year-old, and he's been married twice, and she's actually a widow. Her husband passed. So her husband passed. They were together 10 years, and he passed away 5 years ago. She said that she took 3 years to herself to make sure that she healed from her previous relationship. So overall, she had good energy. We'll see where things go with the other gentlemen, but Clifton liked her a lot. So overall, I think it was a good connection, and she was attracted to Clifton as well. She was like, "Do you have some berries in the hair and the beard?" So she was feeling Clifton too. So overall, it was a great first date. So we're having a group date with AP, Eric, Ace, Joy, Dakia, and Cornelius. And this is Ace and Eric, which is the new blind date that just added this week. They're laughing, but they're doing like a sip and paint. And Dakia had the idea of that they're gonna all sit down at each other's painting. Well, they're gonna start a painting, and then after 5 minutes, each person is gonna switch seats with the other person so that they can actually add to the other person's painting. So just like they're adding to each other's life in this process. So everybody thought that was a cool concept. For the most part, everybody's having a good time. Cornelius starts talking about his dad cat and was painting the dad cat. So Joe was asking him like, what happened, and he was saying that his cat was named Pimp. So it was just a corny little joke, but I'm not sure if any ladies are really like feeling Cornelius like that, but we'll see. So in this next scene, the kid pulls Cornelius to the side because she hasn't had the time to have one-on-one conversation with him, and they start talking about, pretty much her being successful and everything like that. And they both said that they've never been married or have any kids. And the kid says that she doesn't know if she really wants to have kids because she's used to that freedom and that lifestyle that she has now. She says she's 39 and she has some eggs, but she don't know if she wants to cook them or something like that. She said it was a cute little saying. So I don't know if they really had a connection, but I just know they had a good conversation. And then in this next scene, Sabrina meets with Paul, and it wasn't really any type of chemistry. Sabrina, at the end of the conversation, Sabrina said that she felt like Paul was more like a mentor or someone that she could look up to, but it wasn't anything romantic there. And I'm glad that she was honest with him and then just lead him on. I've liked Sabrina since the first episode, so hopefully she sticks around. I feel like she's here for the right reasons. And Paul was disappointed, but I feel like her honesty is what's needed. You know, you need to be honest in this process, and you don't want to lead someone on and then and it ultimately hurt their feelings in the end. So I was happy that she did, express to him that she really wasn't that interested. And then in this next scene, we have another group date, and we have the new girl AP. We have Laverne, Joy, Paul, and I'm trying to think of that other guy's name. Can't think of his name like right now, but they all thought the AP was nice, and they had a good time bowling. Paul was trying to show everybody how to bowl properly and how to line up your wrists with the triangle or whatever, and all of that. So he was just, to me, doing too much. But overall, I feel like it was a good date. It was a good interaction with everybody, good energy. They laughed a lot. And that's all I can think about that happened for this scene. And then in this next scene that's coming up, Laverne and Joy. Oh, no, this is Paul and Joy. He's trying to show her how to bowl, and she pretty much was like, I got it. Like, pretty much she didn't need any tips, but he was still going on and on trying to show people how to bowl, honey. But she was not interested in that. I feel like there's really not a connection with Paul and Joy as well. And if anything, I feel like he was annoying her. So I don't know if he kind of reads like social cues very well as far as like interactions with women or whatnot. So, and then Laverne and Joy were talking, flirting back and forth, and Laverne was saying he wouldn't mind if Joy squeezed his butt. This man right here in his butt, but so she was like standing behind him while he was bowling, and they're all having a good time laughing and flirting back and forth. But Laverne was saying that him and Joy can have some pretty kids together, pretty babies or something like that, he said. But I honestly don't know if Joy wants kids. I feel like she's never really addressed it. So I'm not sure. We'll see later on if she really even wants kids or not. So in this scene, they have a group date with Sabrina, AP, that's AP in the front, and Wiley in the front. Then Tori with the white shirt, Sabrina next to him, and Demetrius in the back. And they're going on a DC tour of the monuments, so the MLK, Thomas Jefferson, all the different monuments, and to learn the history of DC. And AP said that she felt like Wiley was too young for her. AP is 42, and Wiley is 32, and he still wants two kids. So she said it's too big of an age difference, and she wished that Demetrius would have sat closer to her. But Demetrius really didn't seem like he was that interested while he was on the date with them, the group date. So I thought that was just funny to me. But hey. So on this scene, we have Joy and Clifton. They're having a one-on-one date, and Joy says she was looking forward to a hug from Clifton, and he picks her up, and they have a good time. And then she tries to feed Clifton some of her food, which was some fish and fresh coconut. And he said that he's allergic to coconut, and he was like starting to sweat, and she was like, "I'm not trying to kill you off already." So but he said we gonna see what happens. So he still sat there with through the date. and continued talking to her, and I just thought it was still funny. They had a good date. I thought that was very interesting that he said, "I'm not gonna leave." And Joy and Clifton have a very vulnerable conversation about they both lost their father. And Joy was just saying that it was good to have someone that can relate to her pain and relate to what she's been through in her past. And Clifton was saying how his father was like the nucleus of their family that held everyone together. And when he passed, it just seemed like everything crumbled. And they both said that they really held their pain in and they didn't cry for over a year. And I don't know. I just hope that they've both healed from it and accepted it. So the ladies are discussing who they're attracted to this week and have the most connections. And Ace said that she has a great connection with Laverne and they have good conversation, I guess, outside of the show. And Joy was saying she still is interested in Clifton. Dakia said she was interested in the new guy, Eric. And I feel like she said Demetrius and Clifton. And then Precious said that she likes Paul the most. And Sabrina said that she really enjoys her conversations with Demetrius and Tori. AP, I don't feel like they really asked AP who she liked. Carmen, she said that she really enjoyed Clifton and she felt like he was a protector. Sabrina also said that as far as the bottom, that Paul was in her bottom because she felt like he couldn't sit still and he was very ambitious. So the people that are on the bottom are going to be Cornelius and Paul. And the people that are going to go on a date with them to tell him are Joy's going to go on a date with Cornelius. And she said she would want someone to be gentle with her. So she's going to be gentle with him. And then Precious is going to go on a date with Paul to see, if he's still ready to love. So Tommy just, wraps it up and just tells them to just let them know how the ladies feel and be honest with the gentlemen. So, and this next scene, you see Precious and Paul meeting for the final date. And Precious was pretty much telling him that people said that he was guarded and they really didn't feel like it was a genuine connection with him. And really, honestly, out of all the women, Precious was the only one that said she had a connection with Paul. So I don't know if he's just not opening up or the conversation that he is having is not a romantic spark or something that's going on with the other ladies. But right now, Precious is the only one that stuck up for him and was trying to make sure that he stayed around. So at first, Paul got a little, offended and was pretty much saying, well, I can't be something for you if you're not going to be, genuine with me or something along those lines. And then Joy met with Paul and Joy met with Cornelius, excuse me. And this is Cornelius. And ultimately, Cornelius was the one that they sent home because none of the ladies felt like they had a connection with him. And, his journey was ending. So that's how the season ended. Well, this episode ended. And then next week they're gonna have a pool party at the house that they have every year, and the guys are gonna be like very impressed with how the ladies look in their bathing suits and everything. So it's gonna be a good next episode. So we'll see what connections are made at the pool party. All right, thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe and see you in the next one.